Thank you, Siri. Okay, I always like to start by kind of going back because I can't even remember what happened a long time ago, 3 weeks ago. Does anyone remember what we talked about last time? And if you don't, that's okay. Just a vague notion. We talked about a process. Let's try this. You don't remember that part? Yeah. We talked about the fact that we are going to learn a process for taking an idea or a hunch, something that we think might be great, and we want to turn it into a what? Opportunity. Opportunity. And the difference between the two is something called validation. And validation is when we talk to our customers, we find a group of people that want it and say, yeah, I want that. And we talked about my imaginary student friend, not so imaginary Tanner, who has the app for parking. And he not only has the hurdle of he hasn't run this by anybody else, sounds great, but he also hasn't talked to the university. So that we want to distinguish between this great idea, simple idea though, and what is a true entrepreneurial opportunity, something that fits a customer and is feasible. We also want to, in terms of a process, be problem solvers. We want to not only have this solution, but what problem does it exist? See, what Tanner, that's something we haven't talked about. We're going to talk a little deeper about the psychology of a minimum viable product. But let's think about that now. I'm just going to put that here. That's not the concept, but what is the true problem? What problem is Tanner trying to solve, really? Parking. True, it's a parking issue, but what really needs to happen for Tanner? I mean, what really is ticking him off? His class is at 8:30, and he wants to be at the building at what time? 8:29, and he thinks he's just going to park and walk in. So if we were in Star Trek, we could just teleport him to the building. It's a matter of how you get there, isn't it? What if he lives on campus? Most of the students that actually want to do this live on campus. They want to drive from here to there. So are there other solutions? What is the real, if we strip this thing down, what's the real problem we're solving? And then the third is that we want to talk about the steps that we go through in the validation process. And then how do we build something, a plan, a business plan that addresses all the elements that we're going to need to be successful. So we're talking about processes, which are very exciting. And people get really excited when we talk about processes. But we're also seriously talking about two things that I hope that you get out of this when we're done in just a month. And the other is that you're good at communication. You become better communicators. There's a reason I didn't go to art school. I'm terrible at it. But as communicators, I want you to be able to not only pitch your idea and be convincing, but be able then to summarize it and talk to a group of people very comfortably. And this is something that, even though I don't really favor doing it, I was today at Hayes High School, and guess what I was doing? I was pitching what we do here. We're doing it over and over and over again. And so it's through practice that we get better at that. Not only doing that, but being concise and engaging. And someone says, oh, I really get this. We also want to help you build entrepreneurial networks. This is incredibly important. Can't spell it. Spell check. What are entrepreneurial networks? The great thing about Fort Hays, the great thing about college specifically is you're going to make connections, peer-to-peer connections. That's what this hall is about. That will be with you the rest of your life. That's true. Do I have any from college? Not really, no. Not in my classes, but I do remember the professors and have had lifelong affiliations with them because they taught me a lot and they check in with me and I check in with them. So you're going to meet people here that will change your life. And I know alumni who helped build this building and other things like that. They're still working together today, even though one might be in Wichita, one's near Pebble Beach, one's in Minnesota. That's a great thing. We want to help you build these networks, not only here, but how to build them when you're gone from here. The one thing I didn't talk about last time, before we get into this tonight, is I didn't talk about why we're doing this. That should be the whole point. What am I teaching you and why am I doing it? I want to talk to you though about the 5 top reasons that businesses fail. What do you think one of the reasons businesses fail? And have you heard this before? That businesses fail. Yeah, the failure rate of new business is very high. And when we talk about startups, everyone gets really excited about Uber and Google and Apple and Facebook and just how big they suddenly became. Or Dell Computer started in a guy's dorm room in college, and Mark Zuckerberg started at Harvard with, he stole somebody's idea. Now he's worth billions, and Elon Musk borrowed somebody else's idea and someone else's money, and he made billions. He's the richest man in the world. That's like winning the lottery. I'm talking about 5 or 10 people out of 330 million people in the US. So the failure rate of things is a little bit higher. And there's reasons why. And so when we do this process, we're trying to tamp down, mitigate, or eliminate those reasons. The first is money. That everybody, Peter Wirth is quoted on the back. Peter Wirth was one of the first people, has an undergraduate degree, I think, in chemistry. He started one of the first generic drug companies in the United States and was the first to go to China and have his product made in China. And he's a big philanthropist and gave, thank you, you're fantastic. Gave about 30 million in Yukon, there's 3 buildings, he gave a little bit here. Peter Wood says, every time you have a great idea and you think you're gonna make this thing, it's gonna cost 30% more than you originally thought it was gonna cost. It's gonna take 30% longer to get that thing to market, and you're gonna sell 30% less. So what he's saying is the numbers were cooked against it. So if we know that, we're not gonna have this. What happens if we think we're gonna get to market really fast, it's gonna sell great, and everybody's gonna love it? And it costs less. We go what? We make more money? If you're late to market, the product costs more, and customers don't show up, what happens to your business? You go broke. That's it. People run out of money. They underestimate how much the thing's gonna cost. It takes them more time. They go broke. It doesn't work. The second is we design a product that we think is really cool, and there's no customer. So these are 2 things we've already talked about. These are the top 2 reasons. Third is we have no business plan. Okay, well, we're gonna fix that. Because without a plan, you have no goals, you have no direction, you have no financials. There's that. Fourth, the wrong people. That's why it's important to build networks. You may be great at doing whatever. There's people that are great at product development, people that are great at marketing, whatever. You need to surround yourself with teams that can help you execute the idea. Those that don't do it, they fail. And then the 5th reason, which is kind of tied in with number 2-ish, is that, and this happens all the time. Companies get excited, they introduce a new product or a new app, and guess what? People have moved on. They don't want that thing anymore. It's over. Why don't we get some pizza and then we'll break into tonight, okay? Get some to eat. Let's go. I'll have those out later.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Do I have a worksheet? Not the other one?
We will. Okay, later, yeah. There's cheese over. I didn't want to get pizza on it. Fine about it.
Hey, Henry,
Yes, sir.
remind Johnny to take some pictures. We need to capture this evening.
He's right here.
I see you're smiling.
Hello, Ed.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. Yeah, we need to capture more pictures. We're looking at some new marketing material out, and would really like to get some pictures.
Yes, oh,
When are you in the office? This.
I was supposed to see you, wasn't I? No, I saw you.
No, it's about something else, since we have a career trip coming up.
Yeah, I'm working on a brochure.
We're trying to update our, like, tripod thing, the big thing they set on the table,
Okay.
and I don't know what I'll put on there.
I'll be in there next week. Just shoot me an email, I'll be in. I'm also developing a brochure for this to just give you to noodle with.
Yeah.
Ben, this is our second session out of 4 that Henry scheduled to present. So what you're picking up is students have already had one session, and he just keeps building on what he's presented previously. So
Try. So
Super.
here's where we're gonna visit 100 times on ethics. Number one, we're gonna talk about, these are the 4 things we're gonna talk about tonight.
Am I supposed to be here?
If you want to,
I didn't know if I had, what is this?
let's start a business.
Oh, I'm not in business.
Okay. Pleasure meeting you.
Alright.
That's okay. We're talking a bit again about customer validation. And we're going to specifically talk about why that is the foundation of what we do in starting a successful business, although we know that. We're going to apply what's called the one person, one customer, one solution approach to things. One of the things that is very interesting to me is that I read these business plans, and I am teaching a business plan class. Who's your customer? Everybody 18 to 99. All women over 25. No. One customer group, one solution. I'm gonna offer 15 products. No, for one customer, one solution. You're gonna solve that problem. Problem mapping, so we understand the linkage between, as we were talking about Tanner, what is the problem? What is the solution? What is the customer? And then something called the lean model canvas. And because of time and pizza, we're gonna not get, we'll be sleepy then. So we're just gonna touch on the lean model canvas because it's a little mind blowing. Okay. So I want you to think, this is participative, think of a problem you or maybe your friends or someone has faced on campus in the last week. How'd you solve it? Anybody? I'm gonna take a bite. Or did you solve it? Has anyone not faced a problem in the last week? Okay.
Any problem?
Yeah. Yeah, no problem.
Put my TV up under my bed.
Oh, geez. What went wrong there?
So,
Did they have the right equipment with it, the right hardware? And there are no studs in the wall, the steel, so what'd you mount it to?
the bed frame.
See? Did you solve the problem? The same thing, or this mirror for my bathroom. Well, it's a whole thing itself. You know, it's one of those illuminated mirrors. When you get old, you can't see the hairs going out here. The same thing happens. Anybody else have a problem? See, creative thinking. Yes, sir.
I locked myself out yesterday.
How'd you get back in? Did you throw a brick through the window?
No, I had to go, I didn't have my phone, so I had to come downstairs and ask somebody to call the CA.
Very good. Very good. You got right to the heart of the matter. Anybody else?
I think parking is still terrible.
What's that, sir?
Parking is still terrible.
Where'd you have to park? Did you park over by the Fox Theater downtown?
No, not that far. I parked over by the football stadium.
Okay, that's not too bad.
That's not too bad.
You're ambulatory.
I also was really lazy and I parked in the staff parking lot. I got a warning.
But that's good. Just the warning, not the ticket.
Yeah, just a warning.
Yeah, they'll get you.
No.
It's short of this pizza. Do 7, another 7. They ordered more. Anyway. These are very simple examples, but what we're trying to do is think about how do you get, basically the problem is how do you get back in the building? How do I get my TV to work? How do I get a mirror on the wall? So you want to strip it down to that. When we're solving an idea, better business ideas begin with real, see, none of these involve products, were there? Every good idea is not about a clever product. It's about a better solution to a problem. People create products and services all the time that they think everybody's gonna want. Nobody wants it because it doesn't solve a problem for them. You've got to get to the kernel of the thing that upsets people or the thing that's missing. I want to flip it. There are things in the community that people want in the community. Those aren't problems. There's just a need there. Get to the heart of the need. That's the way to solve the problem. And also, it's the number 2 reason why these things fail. We don't identify customer need, excuse me. So the other thing is, where's my lecture? There is a mini lecture about knowing your problem and people. There's a guiding framework. And that is this. What problem are you solving? Who is your customer? And what is who else is solving it? So who are the competitors? So that's what we're going to talk about in a minute. We're going to play with this in a minute. But when we're in this epic competition in November, and when we're in the real world, the first thing we do when we have this great idea is we start talking to people. It's not uncommon for students to launch a survey monkey or something like that. What's the problem with survey monkey? And stuff like that.
What is Survey Monkey?
Okay, good question. It's a 10-question survey. It's a website. So you give people a 10-question survey. Do you buy shirts? How much do you spend? Do you like this t-shirt? Would you buy it? When you ask people yes, no questions, and in a survey, what are you going to find out?
That's a problem might be that you might not actually be surveying your customer base.
That's the big one. What else?
Some people just don't want to survey, they just.
Bingo. They don't, those put down, and they're like, yeah, and they see you standing there, like, yeah, okay, yeah, here's your survey. So students, let's say, I surveyed 20 people. They said they love this thing, I'm gonna run with it. We need to get to know the customer. Professor Ed on the television says, you want to know your customer so well, you know what they eat for breakfast. It's a bit of a getting in there, but you really want to know them well. Talk face to face with people that you think might be interested. Surveys are fine. If you want to do a broad survey on Facebook, people do that, or wherever, or LinkedIn even. People will do that, but you need to really talk with people because you want to find out what motivates them, what gets them very excited. You also want to validate it. You want to validate that you're on the right path. And when you're interviewing people, a couple things. You share with them the broad outlines of what you want to do. You don't sell them on it. Say, I think I'm working on this thing. So I think this is a problem. What do you think about it? Is this a problem for you? How do you feel about that? So I could have asked him how he felt when he didn't hang the television went out. I know how he felt. When you're locked out, you feel frustrated, like, am I going to get it? And the person had to park far away. That doesn't do it. You're like, I guess I'll park here and walk home. You feel that frustration. We want to get to their feelings. A couple of years ago, Mary Mark, who teaches marketing, and I were surveying people about downtown Hayes. And we did it in what's called focus groups. Has anyone heard of that? What's a focus group? While you're eating.
Like a group of people that you're focusing on.
Right. So it's set up just like this, and there's a person watching, although they don't know that. What are you asking them in that question, in this focus group? Why do you want to see in downtown Hayes? No, you don't ask them if they want to see in downtown Hayes. You ask them what? Have you ever been to downtown Hayes? Okay. How long have you been in Hayes? So you ask them a bunch of questions because you want to get to the heart of what do they feel when they're in downtown Hayes? What do you think these people who live here, some have been 5 years, some their whole life, what do you think they said they liked or disliked about downtown Hayes? And it hasn't changed since we did this, so you help me. What do you think about it?
Well, haven't the roundabout things changed? That's always been a thing. I feel like they'd hate that. It did.
That's a whole nother topic, and it's not downtown, but you're good.
Okay.
We'll talk about, that's another subject. Good one. So are there any prominent features that you see downtown that are unusual?
Oh, the one way?
There's that. What else? They talked about that. How do you think they felt about that? A little frustrated. Okay. What else though? Have you noticed that the streets are made of something that not other streets are? They're brick. What are the buildings made of? Brick. Oh, huh. Is that normal? It's unusual. It's from a certain point in time. They talked about the feelings. These, of course, were people that were young, 25 to 35, they talked about the feelings that they had. Maybe they grew up in a place that had downtown or they wanted to. They talked about how they liked going to the brewery and they liked those shops, but when they went to the brewery and they were done, none of the things were open. They talked about how they felt that they'd want to stay a little bit longer. They talked about their feelings, that they liked the feeling of the building, that it had something personal and unique. It wasn't like Big Creek Crossing or Walmart. And their thoughts about how they'd like to see that grow and what they would do. We want to get to know our customer that well. How do they feel when they're upset that they can't hang that TV on the wall? And that'd actually be very easy for the TV manufacturer to fix, but it would cost $2 to include something, another different kind of bracket that would expand and do that. And so when we want to do that, you really get to know them and talk to them, do a focus group, buy some pizza, and just have a conversation about it, a way to get it started. We also want to ask key questions. For you, what is the hardest part about blank? Hardest part about parking? Hardest part about hanging that TV? Hardest part about getting into the building when you lose your phone? What have you do to try to solve it? I want you to get in groups of 3 and 4. Okay, so people, and we're going to do a little something called customer mapping. So in your group, I want you to do a few things for me. You see, we have a problem statement, we have a customer segment, and we have a competition scan. So I want you to select, as a group, one problem. Could be campus life, food, transportation, mental health, something that is seriously important to you as a group. One problem, and then think about that. The problem statement that's focused on here, use the one problem, one customer, one solution rule. Remember, we're going to do one thing for one customer group. This is a solution just for them. What's the problem? What's the customer? What's the proposed solution? Then talk about the ideal person that you're trying to reach. Probably preferably your own group, people that are like you. And then what substitutes exist that solve that problem, if any? What do the competitors look like? You ready to go? Go.
Years, so I don't know how it's like building stuff, y'all, and to the last transmission. Definitely needs expanded. Because it's also used on. Because, I mean, whatever buildings are. That's not for sure. Well, I guess we all go, you start off with the person just be able down and start thinking of their home and. Yeah, so. Place. It doesn't come to the practice. And just want to has it.
Like having the staff.
Good idea.
Like 24 hours, whatever.
It's a little complicated, like we forgot it.
They're just, you know what I mean? They're just, I mean, there's fun for those of us who just can't.
So it sounds like.
What's that hard company like?
I guess. I don't know what they are.
He said, no, he's a little aggressive.
Anything more?
No, you should overuse.
So I would say that's.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. So we had to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know, I guess it was kind of what it's. Trainers. That's accurate. But it was shitting, that's very, to be honest, very fast.
Well, I mean, I can see that already said it, but. I mean, that would be the worst.
That for reserving it wasn't without. Thanks, Tam.
No, I feel like that would be like, okay, I work here, but they're here.
Oh, so you say real simple.
Yeah.
With like a sensor or something. I don't know, like the garages that have like the
slows down.
noise.
Yeah, that would be, but I feel like the cheapest way would probably be to
So like,
literally a number of things off, and then like put it on like app. Like if it doesn't even have part of it, I can just show them. Which are it has that stack. Which number is that, you know, that was the most cheap way to get on. But no, so only problem would be not everybody would, but any parties. It would be like during a consumer, it would be like during a very long party, if you're not buying like. So that's the problem. That's where the central. It automatically.
Well, yeah, partner garage. If you're like, what I really want is a mixed salad. Well, yeah, it's like. Yeah, drone.
They actually, they
Being put on.
That's my-
Yeah, this was like to be there.
Right.
Yeah, 30-40 minutes.
Got a lot of them for like.
Yeah.
I gotta go do that.
Or like you need to somebody sees you like you're like that happened to me. I don't know.
Like, it was like my first second. We're kind of just saying, he tried to watch right now, probably. I'd go, they.
yeah.
What should put for the solution roll? I mean, obviously, a garage, front garage are the best, but I'm efficient. That's what they're doing.
There was an officer.
I feel like there's still.
People would have lost time trying to go.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and they pass the part, yeah. Or heck, even I mean, I feel like that'd be also a little bit unfair, because it'd be, they have to do it first.
I feel like,
Moves to.
you gotta have. Outside for the gas thing. Well, basically. It's just how my back, yeah, so you're checking it, say you're in this area, and like, after you know, I'm very, you just can't get your gas and that, you gotta do it. To actually, you do it parking, you know, you're just like, you got. 10 minutes and we park first. I feel like you should be able to do it, you know, a month.
Yeah, I like that shit, I'll like give this. I wrote. Like, like, let's say you're on your way. You're like, but then you would have to do like, people would care to not park there with you.
Also.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
But then.
Yeah.
And I guess it'd be like on priority.
Yeah, like first years.
Yeah. Grass. Clear, never be in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to get paid more, so you're on your price.
And you're.
Or should do like a sign?
Yeah, reserve sign. And I think. Victor E. Paul should be back.
Yeah, don't make me wanna, yeah.
When I was in like, I guess last year, I.
Well, and I remember like the first day, because Hansen, it was great. It was, and then like, the next day, the client moved in, there was. So like, and then I get it, because since they have.
There, I was like.
Yeah.
I get bought those.
And I think like. And Victor E. here, you're right on the other side. How do you frame it all? So you're not. Spend when I was kids, it's talking to them that only people with the hater tracks anymore. You can go against city. I see where it's out.
I feel like all the Victor E. should be like. Because like instead of bringing like, you don't really have to work.
Yeah.
So.
You got some. And it's right. Taking up all the certain, you probably need to get. One problem, one customer. It really narrow. I think you're right, but maybe, what's the one thing that's missing that we really need? It ain't a grocery store.
Yeah.
We have this alternate ways. We should use all of them. Or use me refocus the business. I mean, they. So.
You leave on the second floor.
Do them all, do all three sections. Power right through it.
Well, I guess if we're, like, just do it on canvas, like the, stairs. 17 through.
I like
That's not, yeah, though, not people who just kind of catch on, we have people who like, just the best.
Yeah.
Right, I guess. We're giving that.
Dorms. Behaviors, so they won't be like.
So in 2 minutes, I want one person from every team in 2 minutes to tell me what problem are you solving? Who is your customer? Who is your competition? 2 minutes. One person from your team.
2 minutes starting now.
I guess who else was selling this?
Also not, and also, we got this other. Review the policy and structure. I guess. So, 4 months is not been involved, of course. So maybe the time.
Yeah. Because this is.
Like, maybe, right? I don't know, people.
Like, if you have. This is reporting like,
Make it.
For direct competitors, rates customer solve. So I guess. Solving it is really funny. Make it less like for you all. We're gonna make sure you can be things to solve these.
And if we
So
don't.
someone else is doing yours, those are the questions.
Then like it's.
I mean, I guess like.
It depends, that's the thing, because if there's better parking. I don't know who be like. You're gonna be using this place is lots currently. And so I guess. I don't know if that's anything.
Okay, I'm ready to go. I want one person from each team to tell us what they have. Problem, customer, competition. Keep it very brief, very simple. I'm excited. I think this is food related. Do your best. There's no harm here. No one's gonna hurt you. It's play. We're playing with Sam. Go. Oh, dear.
Okay, so
I guess one.
I'll
Go ahead.
That's fine. So we kind of have bounced between like the different ideas, but our main thing was like students really don't like, the dining hall closes really early and the places on campus don't really have very healthy options of food. And like when you get there, you don't really know what to like.
So what's the one problem?
What did you put? Food on campus is not convenient. Like, you never know the hours, you never know what's going on. Well,
Okay, all right.
all of the things. So we came up with like an idea for an app that tells you like the hours of like all the different places on campus, because it's hard to find all of those. And then like healthy options for food, like what they have. For one of our ideas was like for Starbucks, the line is always so long, so
Okay,
like.
now we're getting into strategy. No, it's okay. This is what people do all the time. We've jumped to a solution. We haven't even identified a customer yet. We still haven't really defined the problem. I'm not picking on them. I bet every team in this room, I have graduate students that can't get this. It's okay. Help them. What is their problem? Because it's your problem. The food stinks. Is that not the problem? Terrible food options. And it's a lot of carbs. There's still a lot of carbs this year.
I haven't been because it's so bad, but I'm sure it is.
Anyone eat? And we might as.
Yeah, there's protein options, but they're usually very fatty and
Okay, so it's not healthy. Is that the problem?
Yeah.
As well as convenience. So we have to kind of jostle. Now, if they had pasta available at 10 o'clock, would that make you happy? Or is it the problem is the food isn't healthy, period? You're gonna have to toggle back and forth. And who's your customer? That's right, the second one. Students, which ones? The graduate students?
Meal plan students.
Meal plan students, people on campus. So you're not gonna help the union. So faculty don't count. So now you gotta think about it. Be careful. I'm just Judy in here. No. So that is really good work. I just want to let it go. What they did was very good. All right, hit me with your best shot, as Pat Benatar once said. What's your problem?
There's no mounts that fit tiny TVs.
Okay. What else? So who's your customer? I don't even have it.
Customer are college students that's on campus in a building.
Yep, okay. And what competitors exist to this?
There's a couple companies, we found Vivo,
Mhm.
Subcline, and couldn't, pronounce the last one, but there's three.
Yeah, and so your solution is to do what? Make a mount?
Is to make a non-damaging mount that fits all sizes of dorms, bed frames.
Good, I like it, good job. I mean, I could tear it apart in 5 seconds, that would be fun, but. Like, one thing is, why isn't there a monitor in the room? Why aren't there 3 preset things you could put? and monitor. And link to your Google Chromecast or something, I don't know, I haven't done this before. You're complicated and I don't wanna deal with that right now. They're like way up here, guys, what did you got? I tore you apart, sorry.
We're good.
All right,
We ended up going with just lack of options to do fun things in town.
all right, okay, so who's your customer that wants to do these fun things?
We targeted, young adults, mostly college students. but,
Bingo, all right, what fun things do you want?
We don't know.
Okay, who are the competitors now, which is interesting, this is a big field, who are the competitors?
Precision Valley,
That's right, putt, what else?
bowling maybe,
Oh, Centennial Lanes.
and then we put a lot of people spend times at bars, so. Arcade, I don't know what arcade.
Yeah. Has anyone been to Arcade 11? Oh, okay. Anything else we can do? Do you have hike and bike trails? So, good. Did you have a solution?
No.
Nope, we didn't do that yet, did we? Good.
Trail stuff, kind of cool.
We did, it was all the way now, all the way around town.
Which honestly, I really like
It is great. I don't think so. Yes, sir.
An amusement facility, you know,
Sure.
something with like a couple options that can fit a wide range of stuff.
Okay.
For just purely amusement.
I understand. Very good. You guys were handling, you were handling your invisible friend. The three of you were handling this very big problem. What did you solve? What was your problem? Who's your customer?
Student parking is a problem. Customer, students on campus, usually freshmen, but I
Okay.
think some are outliers.
Yep.
A proposed solution was sensor parking. So
Yep.
like when you roll into the parking spot, it senses that there's a vehicle there and it's connected to an app.
Yeah.
It'll show you if it's reserved or not. And also to add on to that, you can pay for a better spot.
Mhm.
This would be like for assigned parking at the beginning of the year.
Sure.
And instead of just having like freshmen suck and be in the very back of the parking lot, if they wanna pay a little extra.
Sure.
They can have priority.
Any substitutes for this product? For this solution? Any substitutes that exist? There's no competition because we're on campus.
We're kind of trying to decide,
Well, you've got one substitute and that's your feet.
yeah.
Okay, so what's another substitute?
Scooters,
Scooters, yep.
bikes,
Your friend drives you to class,
yeah.
Uber to class, bus. University could have a bus that makes a route, picks you up and takes you to class.
Yeah.
So, but good, excellent, good job. All right, really good, good. Save the best for last because they get to explain it to you. What's the problem?
So the problem is traders don't have enough time to trade pretty much. These are people who, so like, these are people who trade full time.
And what's a trader? Not someone who's bad to their country. A trader, and what are they trading?
Cryptocurrency.
Cryptocurrencies. I gotta get me some of that. And, okay, and their problem is there's not one way to do it. Okay, who is your customer?
Full time crypto trader.
Okay. And,
Casual trader, but full time, who is investing
Sure.
whole day.
okay, and is there a gender, age, demographic that we can isolate that customer? Cause it's not everyone 18 to 80 who's a trader, is it?
No.
Cause 80-year-olds may not even. Funniest thing, it was in Vegas and I drove by there's a building near the casinos and it was crypto. They would help you buy and sell it in a building. It sounded sketchy to me, but you can just imagine grandparents pulling in there thinking that's where you go to buy the crypto the kids are talking about. Okay, and who are your competitors?
Pretty much like themselves and then people like investing firms.
Okay.
Will just do it for you.
Okay, that's right. And the people in the building in Vegas. Okay, is there one problem that we kind of understand and like the best? How many of you like the TV mount idea-ish? Okay, the food idea-ish. The fun options, things to do-ish. Okay, we're getting 5, some happy votes. Parking-ish. You can like more than one. Okay, and then the crypto helper. It's like hamburger helper, but for crypto. Okay, so we're tied now between food and parking, is that it? Or shop, I don't know what it is. Let's pick one. What do you want to do?
Whatever this cat points at, I'm not
Me,
You're up, your choice.
thanks. What do you want to do?
Me?
Yeah, you. Food,
Sleep.
okay. Okay, let's talk about parking, because it seems to be the thing that, we had the most votes for that? Ish,
Ish, yeah.
ish. Okay, how do we know that this is really a problem?
See it every day.
What are we seeing?
Seeing students getting their parking, not their parking spots stolen, but usually coming back from practice. I feel like athletes have the worst, or people who make late night runs, which is what I have to do after
Yes.
this.
So the people who are most fit have the problem parking. That is so unfair.
Exactly.
Those damn handicapped people, how dare they get the best spot? Okay.
Seem like one handicap.
That is, well, that's the law, folks. So the second question is, so we really want to know, and in serious, we really want to dig deeper. I don't see it as a problem, but I'm not in your shoes. And when I do come to campus, I give myself about 45 minutes because I know, particularly with construction, I'm gonna have to make several drives around to get a spot. And so I get angry too, but I know that that building project's gonna stop soon and I'll have a parking spot. So there's that. So the bigger question is, so we know that there is a problem. How serious is it? We want to ask ourselves. We want to talk to people. How many people are really fired up about it? Then we want to ask them, how much would you pay for it to resolve this problem? That's the corollary that has to go. Let me tell you why. Many, many years, the city wanted to add on the library, wanted to build a sports complex, wanted to build a new aquatic center, wanted to build new schools. And they do a survey. They hire this firm. They would do a survey. 78% to 81% said, I want a new pool. I want a new library. I want a sports complex. I want a new school. And it would go to a vote. And 70% of people vote against it. Because nobody asked, how do you want to pay for it? And every time it's gonna raise your tax of $60 a month on your house. That's a big chunk or more. We're gonna have to put a half-cent sales tax on for 30 years and we're gonna raise taxes on your house $500 a year. Did people vote for that? So you got a problem, but will people pay for it? And so that's the question we want to ask. So yes, if you could pay for parking, how much would you pay? So this is the customer hypothesis. We believe that college students have a parking problem. They will pay for an assigned spot because
Convenience.
it's convenient, whatever.
Time saving.
Time saving. Is that really a problem for college students? There's not enough time in a day? I wish. So this is a hypothesis, and so we have to test that and validate it. That's what this whole long process is about. And that really shakes things out, wouldn't it? So let's solve the food one, because we got a minute, and that's fine. We got about 10 minutes, it's good. So what is the problem? Can we collectively agree that there is a problem with food on campus? How many disagree with that? No, I won't walk into it. So, okay, what is the problem do you think about food on campus? Number one. J-Star, what do you think?
It's not available late
How would you define late? When is food not available? After
after 8 p.m.
8 p.m.? Okay. Well,
Available late too.
time, okay, time.
Don't know the menu ahead.
It changes. Yeah, okay. So, anything new to add? Not healthy, like that. So we're talking about, we don't know when it's available, things shut down, we don't know the menu, and generally, is the quality good? You're very happy with that? So that might be an issue too. So that might be okay, so we believe that students living in residence hall have a food problem. They really want to get that food and they will pay more. But will they do?
Technically by eating my own food.
That's right.
What? I don't know. I pay less and eat better.
Yeah, I know. It's like, it's just.
So should the university then put in a bigger kitchen? What's the problem? And should we use grocery store delivery services? And I'm getting to the concept, and I'm gonna pivot right now and talk about it, of the minimum viable product. Now, this has two meanings. In the tech world, if you're launching an app, it's a basic static app that people can log into. We have one for Epic Challenge, by the way, for registration. It doesn't do anything, but you can log into that app and then click on something to register. It takes a couple seconds. That really for the tech world is an MVP. It shows the world, hi, we're here. This is a thing. Airbnb launched that way. Facebook. But when I talk about minimum viable product is when you strip this thing down, because you're solving that problem that your customer, you think your customer had, what is the problem? Let me give you one that's a little off topic, but it's the best one I can think of. There was a woman, well, there have been several students that are really great making pastries. They're great at baking. And there was a woman that wanted to open a store downtown to sell her baked goods. But really, she knew she wasn't gonna make a lot of money because her cinnamon rolls are kind of expensive, but she did a great catering business. So she thought, if I have this storefront, people will come to me and then I can fulfill their orders that way. Well, so what is the problem she's solving? Is it the person that's walking down Main Street who wants a cinnamon roll? No.
Parties and events.
It's the customer it's the catering. So did she really need to be downtown? Did she need that storefront?
Maybe for marketing.
Maybe for marketing, but not. The rent was too high. It was onerous. She couldn't find a building. So when you strip these things down to what problem are you really solving? And for everyone in this room, it seems to be a matter of convenience, whether it's parking or food, and something to your customized liking. The food you want when you want it, the space you want, where your building is when you want it, right? And who has taught us to do that? Good, in a good way. Every marketer ever. How many channels are on a device now? TV. Hundreds. Ed, how many channels did you get growing up in Alabama?
Yes,
I got one. How many
Yeah.
channels did you get on TV?
a lot
In Muscle Shoals, Alabama?
in Muscle Shoals, Alabama.
You got ABC, CBS, and NBC. You didn't get anything else.
Nope, that was it. And that was because they didn't have cable. It was all antenna.
Right. We got one, CBS. We have become a country that's cool. So we just have to embrace that. But again, we are talking about a one person, one customer, one solution. Because we want to find that group of people that want that one thing, whether it's those cinnamon rolls or they want convenient food options. There are ways around this. And we could actually make money. The parking is a bit of an issue because the university owns the land. The food option we could probably fix. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a very quick thing. I want you to do a prototype for the thing you pitched, or you can pivot and do something else. Anyone that's done an Epic Challenge, we're going to skip something, just go right to the end. I want you to sell your product. Think about it as a group. We're going to do this for 15 minutes right before we go. And I want you to do 3 things as a group. I want you to draw a sketch. I want you to design a logo for the product that you're working on here, okay? Some sort of image. It could be a logo, could be could be of a product prototype. Okay. Second thing I want you and your group to do is act it out. What's the role play? Give us a demonstration. What's happening? Doesn't that sound kind of silly for some of these? That's the point. You need a piece of paper, I'll get you one. And then I want you to show us a pretend version of what the product or service would do. So show us a product. So we're not doing that. Does this sound silly? And it does. How are great ideas sold? Like this. So again, get in your group. I want you to design an image or a logo of it. And I want you the process of using this product or service or getting it, and then show us a prototype, a pretend version of it.
You mean like sketch prototype?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. You could actually, you could fold paper, you could move a car, I don't care, draw a picture of a car, whatever. Ready? Oh. Yeah. How we doing, Ed?
Yeah.
Good.
Anyone with us? Is Ben still on the call?
Yes, he is.
Oh, good. Hi, Ben.
Okay, so. Can we sell a service? Or,
Well, that's what you're doing, isn't it?
well, yeah, we decided.
Yeah, of course. Or anything you want, sure, of course. Just have to have a picture of it.
Isn't there's one like on the van? No, like the animated, it's like on the vendor's version.
I don't know how.
Oh, I saw one that was like.
You do that, big place.
So like, no.
Oh, does anyone need a blank piece of paper?
Like a, I found it.
Yeah, I was wondering, so go to class or. Yeah, the brass, they did every place. Big facilities and rock climb. All of them. Several big old ranks on there. So you lose the knowledge. I'm really very kind of. Okay. Pretty much, yeah. Should be much of
For my job, I had to move the water.
Sure.
For a college, so I was about. Wow. 30 No, it's not something that I. So we need like strength.
Say you have like this is like that.
Maybe like, Do you hate it when you lost money?
We just need our logo.
Okay, so the problem is people. So the customer will just, other people.
Yeah.
Like, consultations.
Via TV would have.
Yeah, so there could
be-
I mean, not where it's already. But it's pretty.
I don't know how you do it. Tell you what she's in.
Turkish.
English to do some.
But it's like, so it's supposed to be.
Just put stands on it.
Yeah, maybe the middle. Like,
Yeah. Or TV or. Obviously, I mean, it seals.
sorry.
No, just.
And then I'll have like weekly. So then what would. Well, it's not.
One day they are. So.
Diet. And you don't like, you're not.
What do you think? And then I would say, it's my grandfather. And then we'll say, as. Every time, like, basically.
That's why I try to finish the.
Like that, there's a picture of it, gonna make for me?
Yeah.
Like this.
So. Check. Where? Yeah.
Space for car shows, like, the events there is like bringing like.
And we go.
Very prepared, but it's like these there's like it's easy, that really should vary for all of it.
Make them bold.
Yeah.
Chat.
Now we need to make.
That was all. I like that.
Our food is from that you and that you raise, you shout out.
Well, we're on the customers.
That people don't know, or you know, that, how you make it. Like you said, yeah.
Yeah, so this is where we're talking about customers.
That's how I'm telling the story about like that.
Yeah.
I know. Also, it's like, okay, that was. Or all the things, you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Good
without it, pretty probably, it's a good one. Probably love it.
But you get from them.
Yeah.
So yes, it's Spanish something like that. And that would be, and then you'll get 500,000.
It's all, that's a great matter.
See how it's like to direct that over the line. They're like a big. Initial, like we. Something. Other ones are good. Well, what is the just?
Yeah.
We were like, I guess like, it's now. That's like this. Always has a bar, like.
Yeah, it's been censored, but then they're gonna set up. I didn't really know how to. I used to notice something one. Like small. Okay, what about this circuit car?
You're gonna use these.
Anything, interesting, what I
We saw it. Observe the.
You can see, I'm sorry.
And it's. But it's like, no, that's like, I've heard about how you better like.
Yeah, we're gonna be.
Yeah. Always, so the one.
It is good.
Hard, hard. Yeah.
That's all you like that all.
So then maybe like they, so that would be hard and then like tracker.
You know what? I'll be fine, I'll be too.
Like, do like a character.
But almost.
Yeah.
And you're ready for
And then
that.
find like other things.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Like, maybe options that aren't on campus, you just bring your own. Or like a map.
Like, I know you can like all the stuff like this, like die.
What do you want to know? Why you're going to tease?
Well, yeah, we're talking about like people who like want to like convert a bunch of dogs or appliances. And you like, just like, the city doesn't take it away, that's just.
I see her.
See here. Okay.
Here's the name.
I don't think other direct better is like it's loaded up big national.
Raven.
Cards, they're based out of Alabama, Mississippi.
Cards, okay.
There's another firm that's called,
Yeah,
Sweet.
so,
Sorry,
then,
that's all cards, see, like 30,
Yeah,
glass cards, and then there's a trash be gone.
Trash be gone.
Diamond.
make like a promotion, so.
They're like.
Yeah.
But then it's there, this zone. All for the language. Like, this come back there, further back, closer, closer.
Yeah.
You do, you guys.
Yeah.
Different rates.
I feel like sometimes it's like, it's still very cool to be pretty small.
Yeah, I would.
It's like the same thing I was saying.
Yeah, I was really just like, I mean, it's, I like it. Like, there should be different, it's kind of different prices for sure.
Local.
And maybe places we can.
That's tricky.
It's pretty different. One spot right next to the other.
Yeah, I like.
Okay, so.
The worst part.
Let's.
Okay, in 1 minute, I want one volunteer, we can rock, paper, scissors now, please, to give a 2-minute demo to this group. And the prototype should show the problem being solved in a very simple way, and I've seen that, so I think you're good. So, a minute, so pick your speaker and get them ready, okay?
Yeah. Registrations. You got it.
So unfortunate. So unfortunate.
We're picking someone to speak.
Yeah.
You. Cause she's pitched 15 times.
You did the very type that I don't understand it.
You know how to hang a TV?
Not like that.
I think probably actual.
We're gonna get you to fix it.
You're just, this. Like, it can be like a trying to get customer, it's feel like you don't always have. Like, it's kind of.
This age.
I think that's.
You pitch on.
That is. One has to.
Yeah. You can do it that way, that's actually fine.
Yeah, but
We need to put it.
Yeah, draw sketch, act it out. So, oh, we're done, okay. Ready to go? I'm gonna start over here, as we went the other way. You pivoted a bit. What is pivoting? Does anyone know? We should have talked about that last time.
Switching your idea for the.
Switch an idea. Yeah, and it could be the same idea, but you're refining it. You thought, okay, now the customer's playing. They went a whole different direction. Tell us about what you're doing. Show us your sketch, act it out, and show us your prototype.
So pretty much, this is just your middle business. That's the logo right there.
All right, okay.
So pretty much, I guess our customers we're targeting are elderly people, people who are like landlords who like don't want to deal with like junk that their tenants left, maybe like apartment owners, people like that, small business owners. Pretty much the problem we're solving is people have like junk they want to get rid of. I guess. Like they might have a problem, like they can't do them themselves, so they just don't have pickup trucks or like that, they don't have the time. Stuff like that, they don't know how to do it, so pretty much, yeah. I guess like the key differentiation, I guess our competitors are like, there's like several competitors, like Load Up is a big national company, Parts is a big national company. I'm sure there's like guys doing it on the side, but their marketing probably isn't very good. I guess the indirect competitors would just be the customers doing it themselves, possibly.
So are you gonna act it out and show us your prototype?
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
act it out, go.
All right, hello. No, you can customer, call me.
Hello, this is Hayes junk removal.
Yes, this is Hayes from Cleveland. How can I serve?
You know, I've got this couch in my downstairs basement and I'm just too old and fragile to go down and get it. Do you mind coming over?
Yeah, sir, we can get that.
How does your pricing work?
Well, what we do, sir, is we come there, once we're there, we'll give you an estimate and we'll try to work something out, so both of us can be happy.
Okay, and this estimate is free?
Yes, totally free,
Oh.
sir.
Sounds great. When can you be here?
I can be there, I'll schedule an appointment for 3 o'clock tomorrow.
All right, that works for me, sir.
All right,
Bye.
bye.
That was an Academy Award, I'm gonna cry, that's good, good job.
Okay, go back.
We passed, guys, we passed the class.
Oh,
Alright, so we have the parking one.
Yep.
And this is the logo. It's like the tiger in the car.
Victory.
Tiger
All right.
Park, Tiger Park.
Tiger parking, love it.
Alright, and now we're acting it out.
Would you want us to like show us the product first or act it out and then show you the product?
Act it out, show us a prototype.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get on my parking app real quick. Oh shoot, it looks like slot number 52 is still open. Reserve 15 minutes, nobody can touch that for 15 minutes.
All right.
Nice,
Oh,
man.
wait. We're 16 minutes away, you better floor it. Floor
I
that.
got you, man. And we got that premium parking road.
We got that premium.
That we
parking.
paid for beginning of the year.
Yep. Alright, we get in, it locks us in. You'll see on our sketch, this is what the thing's gonna look like.
Yep.
It's gonna scan you as soon as you go in, and then it'll mark you as reserved, so the rest of the students know that that is no longer available. We gotta find something else.
That's good one, Mammy. Fellers, what you got?
Okay, so we have, an amusement event center, where we're gonna have, a variety of different like concert stuff, a turf for lounging and some food trucks, just a fun night that any of the college students, they're bored, they just wanna go have a little bit of fun. They can go do for not that expensive, say like $15 for, all-inclusive wristband and then however much they wanna spend on the different food trucks. Here's our logo.
Nice.
I did draw it in case that breaks the rules.
Oh, no, anything goes. That's great. The hot spot.
So,
Act it out.
alright,
This is the hotspot?
this is, are you interested in having a night of fun?
Yeah, how much?
So it's gonna be $15. We got some, different attractions. You can go out on the turf and have a little bit of a lounge, talk to some of the other students around here. And we have actually a concert tonight, where we're gonna have different people come in, throughout the night to do their different stuff. At the end, we'll be able to accept different requests. That's indeed interested. Here's our rich forms, all inclusive. That'll get you access to all of the areas.
Awesome, thank you. All right, here we go, Zach.
So. We decided on an app, there's our logo, it's itty bitty. And so in this app, you can show your funds, like your diner dollars, and your swipes, and you can add it on. And there's a menu that shows locations and stores on or like really close to campus. And like university menus for like a cafeteria, and it's called Biggie Food.
Act it out.
I'm just really hungry, but I don't really know what's open or like what kind of food they have. Like, I just wish there was a way for me to know, like, what food we have on campus.
Girl, I got you. So we got this app, it's on your phone, you click on that and you can just scroll and, oh, look, you're out of swipes, you can just buy more. Easy peasy, 10-minute walk, we have time in between classes.
That's a Grammy nomination. Go. What do you got?
This is our sketch. It's a rough draft, don't worry. But act it out.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, my TV is it's just on my desk. I just hate scrunching over like this. I just need I don't need to check online. Oh, so they got a Ed? Mount Ed. Oh my gosh. This thing customizable for every dorm room. I gotta have this thing. Oh yeah, look at that. All 360 around my room.
I'll take 40 of them. So as silly as this is, here's what happened tonight. And you could tell me, what'd you get out of this? We saw two ideas change. Why is that?
Think a little harder about it, find out some more stuff.
Right, exactly. So we're slowly moving that needle. The one thing we didn't do We didn't talk to a customer. We're just pitching ideas. That's very good. And I want everyone to have an opportunity. I was harassing Sydney, but I'll harass everybody else. If you didn't pitch tonight, share, get to talk, I want you to do that in the future because it's a safe space. Everyone needs to learn that. But you guys, every one of you did very, very well. So next time we're going to take this a little bit further. We're going to push this and start developing actual opportunities. But there's one thing I want you to do for homework. I'm going to hand out this lean model canvas, which we didn't talk about tonight because I think we're maxed out. This is a tool, it's a roadmap. It's generally, Michael's seen it before, William's seen it before, Theo's seen it a lot of times. And these are boxes. It really looks like a map, really. And it has you fill out, talk to your customers and fill it out. Because when you're done with this, you can transfer this immediately to a business plan. But when ChatGPT generated for me, it couldn't do the image, and I didn't want to give you the picture. I wanted you to get the actual handout. And the three things that we worked on tonight that are on this canvas. So yeah, it's a one-page business planning tool that helps entrepreneurs quickly, literally map out on this map. It's a picture map and test key assumptions behind the thing you want to do, the problem you want to solve. It's very quick. It helps you test your hypothesis and you can change it as you start talking to customers. And the three things that we worked on tonight of this canvas, if you want to complete it, were number one, the problems your customer faces. The number two, the customer segments, the primary customers you're trying to reach, and then the solution. Now, these other things we'll talk about when we meet next time. But this gets you along your way, and I'll bring more of these, but if you want to, take a look at that. Some of you brought your sheets back, as I told you to, from the first time. We'll spend a few minutes in the next meeting looking at this and the things from the first meeting. How many people brought something from the first meeting? Yeah, thank you. In the interest of time, I wanted to do some closure on the other stuff. If you do have time, we're gonna meet, I think in 2 weeks, I don't recall the next one, it's quite quick, we're not gonna have this big lag. I want you, if you're really interested in this, just practice talking, listening to a person. Interview one real person about a problem in their life. Anything. Could be a family member, someone who lives in this residence hall, person next to you, someone you don't know. Say it and tell them it's for this, and just listen to them, don't pitch. Have them describe their problem to you, okay? And it could be something that we've talked about. It probably won't be, actually. So take the time to do that. You guys did really great tonight. As we're moving forward, we're gonna launch some real ideas, okay? See you. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for pizza.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank the dean.
Just please give me your name.
Ed will do an after action, okay? Ed will do an after action, okay?
Sure.
And then we'll follow up with Ben. Thank him for coming.
Yeah,
Thank
absolutely.
you, guys. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for the party crash.
We
Watch.
want to talk about how this is applicable to the target market that you and we are talking about, Ben, and how
Yes.
this would be a little bit different for them, okay?
Love it. Love it.
All right, thank you
Okay.
so much.
We'll schedule it. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Great job.
Bye.
Bye.